welcome back to Uncle Fezzi's Mad Lab. Well, it's been a month since I purchased my Bambu Labs X1 carbon printer. And I thought it would be a really good opportunity to basically give my thoughts on it. Now, I didn't buy a 3D printer as a hobby. I bought a 3D printer as a tool. I have been waiting for almost 20 years for a 3D printer to become a tool, not a toy. And as I am surrounded by my Snap-on toolboxes, I will have to say that this is a tool, not a toy. It has done every single thing that I've asked it to do. Has it done it flawlessly? No. To quote Adam Savage, this is not a replicator. This is a 3D printer. The other thing is junk in, junk out. This is a great example of junk in, junk out. I used Tinkercad, a child's CAD program, which is about the level of my abilities with CAD, to create this, and the print failed. The print did not fail because of the printer. The print failed because of the guy that designed it. I've had a couple failures, but not any of them were really the fault of the printer. The printer, for the most part, has functioned flawlessly. I did have a little bit of difficulty with some filament. That wasn't the printer's fault. That was the idiot that was futzing with the filament. I am the type of person that will purchase a tool to make my life easier as long as the tool is within a reasonable cost range. At $1,000 price point, this is right on the edge of a reasonable price point. But I got the printer, I got the AMS for $1,000 plus Josh Shapiro's 6%. And it's done everything that I've asked it to do. Have I had a couple failures? Yeah, I showed you one. But I've had more successes than failures. I have been able to satisfy my Veruca salt. I need it and I need it now. This is a great example of that. This is a razor blade holder. This morning, I needed a razor blade to open something. I went over to my toolbox where I've had a magnet on the side of my toolbox that I scrounged out of something literally probably 30 years ago. I reach over, I grab the I went to go grab the razor blade off. There was like 10 razor blades stuck to it. I touched it, like 3 or 4 razor blades fell off my the side of my toolbox, and in between the only gap that they could have, they fell down in there. They are now stuck in between my toolboxes, and they will stay there for all of eternity. When my kid cleans the shop out, he can throw them away. But I was able to use Tinkercad this morning to design this, my X1 carbon to print it, and I had these magnets laying around from this project. Oops. My other vacuum project. Put it together, put some double-sided tape on it. Now I've got 3 of them. I can stick them wherever I want in the shop. That is why I bought a Carbon X1, or X1 Carbon. That's why I bought this printer. I didn't have to fiddle with anything. I went over to my Apple computer, which is idiot resistant. I opened my children's CAD program, which is for children, designed the part, sent it to the slicer, which is literally point and click, and sent it to the printer, and I had that part in my hand in 45 minutes, including print time. It took me longer to find the magnets in this rat's nest. I could not be happier with this purchase. I couldn't be. It has done every single thing that I've asked it to do. It's printed things that I've designed. It's printed things that I've downloaded. It's printed tchotchkes. And it's printed tools. It's proven itself to be a tool. Is it expensive? Yeah, it's expensive. $1,000. Can you get a cheaper one? Yeah, you can get it cheaper. But you're gonna spend time fiddling with it. And I don't wanna fiddle with things. I fiddle with things for a living. I didn't wanna fiddle with a printer. And this printer has proven to me over the last 30 days that it requires no fiddling. Tweaking here and there, yeah, but no touching of the machine. I literally have done nothing to this machine. Nothing. I added this spool on the side because I want to print some TPU, which is soft and floppy like my dick. And it doesn't like to run through the AMS system. They specifically won't tell you don't even try it. I've had a couple failures. This is one of my vacuum attachments that failed. The first one I printed, it fell off the build plate because I didn't use the slicer program to its fullest potential. And then actually the print itself failed because I didn't design it properly. I went to go stick this stainless steel snoot on the end of it and the print broke because I don't know how to use my measuring equipment. And the metric system is the tool of the devil. That is the one thing that if you're going to do this stuff, you're going to have to, quite frankly, you're going to have to possibly give up your grasp on the imperial measurement system or standard, depending on where you are, and embrace the metric system. I'm getting there. The bummer with that is all of my precision measuring equipment is all standard or imperial. So I have a cheat sheet that I can use, but for the most part, I'm slowly working my way to metric. And quite frankly, all of my standard equipment is all manual anyway, so it requires math in my head, which sucks. You can just go buy yourself a pair of digital calipers or a digital micrometer, and it works just fine. So there you go. I've printed 2 color parts, and they've come out pretty much exactly what I wanted. That's for my balls. I printed these fittings, which will fit into a piece of PVC tubing, which I used for this camera mount. I didn't need to use the PVC tubing for the camera mount, but I wanted these fittings that would slide into a piece of PVC tubing for another project. It just so happened that I used that project. The vast majority of these things I'm gluing together with the Spinster's Friend, hot glue, and I have not broken anything yet. I've downloaded some relatively intricate items from the interweb. This is a desiccant holder for inside of the AMS unit, and it printed out exactly the way it was supposed to. It threads together. I have no complaints at all. I am actually really looking forward to seeing how far I can push this machine. I did push it to its limit of speed with this particular part here. This is a pouring tray for pouring desiccant into things. I'm now obsessed with humidity. So this print is piss poor, but this is not the fault of the printer. This is the fault of the guy that sliced it and designed it. I'm really thin here, and I printed this out in the fastest possible way. I got this print in less than an hour, which is really amazing considering other things I've printed have taken 6-8 hours. To quote Adam Savage, this is not a replicator, this is a printer. So, I'm not going to go up to this thing, push a button, say Earl Grey hot, and it's pop out. It just doesn't work that way. If you're looking for something to add to your kit to make your life a little bit easier, I highly recommend the Bambu Labs X1 Carbon. My next thing might be a resin printer. And there's a company called Hay Gears that makes a resin printer that is as turnkey as this. I haven't touched this machine. I have not touched it. I turned it on, I pushed play, I printed my benchy off of the internal program, and that's all I've done to it. And that's exactly what I wanted. So there's going to be some new content. There's going to be some more content. We're doing a deep clean in the shop here. I am upgrading. I'm upgrading the shop. I'm trying to thin the horde. The trash man's going to hate me because I am putting out bag after bag after bag after bag of garbage. My wood stove is running nonstop with failed woodshop projects. And I'm going through almost 2 gallons of paint so far, just trying to freshen this place up. Now, thanks for watching, and keep your eyes peeled for the next series of videos. The next video is going to be the vacuum system, I think. I don't know. We'll see.